So today, instead of talking about government corruption and everything that's wrong with the cattle industry, I decided to change gears a little. Oh, he sees an airplane. Anyways, this is the first reata I got. I got it maybe, I guess 15 some odd years ago, somewhere around there. But it was a really nice reata, but I roped a bull with it a while ago, and he went into a reservoir and got a bunch of that black stinky mud all over it. And I was able to just kind of wipe it off, but it's gotten a lot of dirt built up on it, you know, sticking to that mud. So now it doesn't really feed through the hondu and doesn't swing right. So I'm going to show you how you clean them up and get them ready to go again. So whenever I'm working with the reata, stretching it or putting cream on it, I like to stretch it along a fence. And if you've ever used one of these before, you'll see that this is a much better use for it than what its intended purpose is. But first I hang my hondu on it, and then I'm going to stretch it all along this fence line here and tie the tail up at the other end. So if you've ever used a set of these before, you know what they are, and you'll see that this is a much more fun and better use for them than their intended purpose also. So I've got the tail of my reata in there, and because I'm not trying to stretch this, I don't have a ton of tension on it. I just want it held up off the ground so I can start working on it. So that's what I use these bad boys for. So then I'm going to take a bucket of warm water and some Dawn dish soap and a fairly aggressive bristly brush and just go to scrubbing on my reata and get as much of that gunk off as I can. And you can actually use water and Dawn dish soap to clean any of your rawhide. So here is where I just started scrubbing on it and got some gunk off, and then right down here you can see what it did look like. So it takes it off pretty good, gets the gunk off there real good. So now I've got some warm, clean water, and I'm just going to do my best to rinse it off. And then we'll let it dry and then move on to the next step. So here's the brand of rawhide cream that I'll be using today. And it is a little bit easier to work it in when it's strung out on a fence like this, but you can't do it if it's just coiled up and you need to put some new cream on your reata. You can also use beef tallow. If you use beef tallow and you have it hung up like this, make sure you have it hung up high enough where dogs or varmints can't get to it, because that will attract them to it. Another good type is Ray Holes, makes a good rawhide cream, or there's a Vaquero rawhide cream. Any of those will work. But so once you've got your cream in it, go ahead and put it in some big coils, store it someplace nice and warm, give that cream at least 2 days to soak in, and there you go. I'm a big fan of these reatas. Like I said, I've been using them for about 15 years, and I think it'd be great if more people got into using them. So if you have any questions about them, please comment, and I'll do my best to answer.